Hello, my name is Brennan Sims. This is speech 1315, and this is my tribute speech to Coraline Jones. Upon her retirement, I want to go over the three things that meant most to me during her career. She had a lot of perseverance, bravery, and resilience while fighting for her life to be normal again in the midst of a bad situation. The director of the movie is Henry Selick, and the author of the book is Neil Gaiman in 2002. Coraline was a young girl that just moved to a new neighborhood, the Pink Palace. Everything was going great until she stumbled upon a door that led to a perfect world. Coraline was my favorite childhood movie. While all my other friends thought that it was creepy, I thought that Coraline showed great courage and resilience while fighting for her life to get back to normal. Today we're going to be talking about three main points: her childhood, her accomplishments, and her legacy that will live on forever. The first thing that happened in Coraline's childhood was that she stumbled upon a door. She begged her mom for days and days to please open the door with one of the keys that they had in their drawer. After being annoyed for hours to unlock the door, her mom decided to find the key and open the door to prove that it was just bricked up. Or was it? The second thing that Coraline did was she played outside a lot. She used her imagination since she had no friends to play with until she met Whitey. She thought that Whitey was kind of annoying and a little weird, but she said that since he was the only kid in her neighborhood that was her age and that she could play with, she decided why not just be friends with him. The last thing she did was she met two of her other neighbors. She met the old woman downstairs who gave her the looking glass to save the ghost, and then she met Mr. Babinski. The Buttons for Eyes blog post online mentioned that Mr. Babinski was training his mice for a circus act. If I was Coraline, I would think he was pretty crazy too. Now let's talk about Coraline's three accomplishments. Coraline went to sleep that night after a long day of meeting her neighbors, and she was woken up by the sound of three mice playing under her bed. She decided to follow them because she was so bored and she wanted to see what their destination would lead to. They led her to the door that was bricked up the morning before. Although the door was bricked up before, she realized that the door was glowing purple, and she found the tunnel to the perfect world. Coraline went inside the tunnel, and she discovered a delicious smell, and she found that her mom was in the kitchen cooking dinner. She thought it was odd and that it just led to the kitchen, until her mom turned around and she saw the buttons in her eyes. She thought she might be dreaming, so she just decided to live out the dream. She had an amazing dinner with her parents, and she had a great dessert, and then she was asked the question if she wanted to put buttons in her eyes and live there forever. Coraline still thought she was dreaming, and she decided to just go back to bed and think about it. She was then warned by three characters in the other world to not trust the other mother and that she was evil. She was warned by the cat, because he could talk in the other world. She was warned by the other dad, and she was warned by Whitey. This was her first accomplishment because she was now suspicious, and she decided to turn against the other mother. Her second accomplishment was that Whitey led Coraline to the three ghosts in the mirror. These three children sent her on a quest to go find their eyeballs. Their eyes were in many different places and all around the neighborhood, and she found all three of them before the clock struck. After she found their eyeballs and freed the children, she found her parents in the Chicago snow globe. Once she got back to her normal life and freed her parents, she then got rid of the bell dam forever by throwing her hand down the well. Although Coraline is retiring, she will always be a hero to her community. She worked hard for the important people in her life. She freed the three children. She freed her parents through her bravery, and through her resilience, she was able to free herself. She was also very clever by using the cat as a tool to help free her from the bell dam. Let's review the 3 points we talked about. We talked about Coraline's childhood, her accomplishments, and her bravery, perseverance, and resilience to get back to her normal life and to live on her legacy. Now I must go. My grandma is calling me. Do you hear her? Thank you.